Hello everyone, welcome to the Mercury Virtual. Hope you are doing good. Today I'm going to continue with the same module, that is the procedural programming module. In the last class we have started with chapter number 17, that is Windows programming, as well as we have done some practical approaches of the simple programming, that is a DOS based programming. We have done a star program, that is how to represent the star in a triangle, in a pyramid, how to represent the various series of numbers like 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 in various lines, in various sequence of series. That is we have discussed in the last class. Today I'm going to continue with your same module, that is procedural programming, as well as the same chapter, that is a Windows programming, as well as we will do the practical approach of the DOS programming as well as the Windows programming if time is left, because first of all my focus is on DOS programming because that is most important part. So let's continue with the session. Let's continue with the last class session. Just overview of the last class, what we have covered in the last class. In the last class we have started with chapter number 17, that is a Windows programming. We have covered so many topics, that is what is Windows, how window will be displayed, and what is a margins, how window will be displayed in a margin, how we can generate the windows by using the codes. So we have started with chapter number 17. We have started with various topics in Windows programming, that is chapter number 17. Then we have talked about the role of a message box, that is what is the usage of the message box and why we are using the message box. So till chapter number 17 we have made one base, that is what is Windows programming and how we are doing the Windows programming in the C language. Now it's a time to carry forward to do the practical approach on the Windows programming, or write down the programs on the Windows programming. So we have talked about the role of a message box. What is the role of a message box? How it is displayed on the screen. So this says often we are required to display certain results on the screen during the course of execution of the program. We do this to ascertain whether we are getting the results as per our expectations or not. In a sequential DOS based program we can achieve easily, or we can easily achieve this using the printf statement. So we can use the printf statement for this purpose, for displaying on the screen in simple DOS programming. But in case of Windows programming we are using the message box, we are using the display screen that is displayed on the screen, that is a DOS based program. So this says under Windows screen is a shared resource that can be shared by anyone or any user. So you can imagine what chaos would it create if all running applications are permitted to write to the screen. You would not be able to make out which output of is of what application, that is which output is of what application I am using by this output. Hence no Windows programming is permitted to write anything directly on the screen. That is, we are not possible, or it is not possible to write anything on the screen with the help of the printf in the Windows programming. So there are numerous variations that you can try with the message box. That is how we are using the message box. What are the numerations, what are the variations that is used? So first is message box, then there is a 0, are you sure, caption, MB, yes, no. In the same way, next line message box, there are various arguments, there are various argument in the next line also. And this says you can put the above statements within the win main, just like in the DOS programming, that is a normal program. We are using the main function for the entry gate, in which we can write each and everything, that is a main function. In the same way, there is a win main function in the Windows programming that is used for the main entry gate, and see the result for yourself. Though the above messages or above message box give you the flexibility in displaying the results message icons, that is we can display the icons, buttons on the Windows screen with the help of the win main function. This is where here comes the window, that is we have covered what is the window part, how it will be represented, what is caption bar, what is minimize button, this is the close button, vertical scroll bar, horizontal scroll bar. This is the client area, that means in which we have to write something, that is known as the client area. This full white color is known as the client area. Then there is a menus, there is a icon. Then we have covered one simple program or one simple program on the basis of the Windows programming. Now let's see. First of all, there is a hash include windows.h. This is the header file. Then int std call win main. There are various arguments like h instance, h instance, h previous instance, lpstr, lpsg, sj, cmd line, cmd show. Then there is a hwnd. There is a variable that is used to store the window box, that is the create window. Then there is a show window button that is used to show the ncmd show. Then there is a message box that is used to display on the with the help of the screen, that is 0, hi, waiting, mb, okay. Then there is a return 0. So this is the what we have covered in the last class. Now let's see what is the use of this one, what is the output of this one, and how it will be represented on the screen. What is the usage of this one? So now let's see. Now let us understand the program one by one. Every window enjoys certain properties, that is background color, shape of the icon, etc. So there are various options, there are various features that is available for the windows like cursor, shape of the icon, background color, etc. All these properties taken together is known as the Windows class. So this is the window class in which we are getting the output. The meaning of class here is type. That is, what is the meaning of the class? That is a type. Windows insist that a window class should be registered with it before we attempt to create windows of that type. That is, window insists that a program or that a window class should be registered with it when we want to create or when we attempt to create window of that type. Once a window class is registered, that is, once a Windows class is registered, we can create several windows of that type. That is, first of all, we have to register the Windows class within the Windows programming. Then and only then we can create various windows of that type. Each of these windows would enjoy the same properties that have been registered through the Windows class. There are several predefined window classes. Some of these are, that is, there are so many Windows classes that is available. Some of the window classes are button, edit, list box, etc. So these are the various window classes that is available, like what is how to create a button, how to edit, there is a list box, and there are etc. Our program has created one such window that is known as the button class. So this is a button that is available, that is okay. So our program, this is our program that shows the how to create the button. So this is an example, that is how to create a button. In the same way, we are also using the edit, list box, etc. in this. To actually create a window, we need to call the API function. API function that is known as the create function or create window function. So this function is used, that is the create window function. So whenever we have to create a window, we need to call the API function. Now what is API? That is application programming interface. So this is the API function, that is a create window function. This function requires several parameters, that is starting with the window class. So that starts with the window class. There are various parameters that is available in the create window. The second parameter indicates the text that is going to appear on the surface screen. So this is what is going to display on the screen, that is a button, that is a hit me. Now next part is your text that is going to display on the screen. The third parameter specifies a window style. WS overlapped window is commonly used style. So this is WS window, this is the style that is commonly used style, that is a overlapped window, that is this is overlapped one over the another, that is also known as the overlap. So this is one, that is button. This is what we have to display, that is a hit me. So this is not press me, this is the hit me. This is wrong mentioned, or this is hit me, or this is press me, or either this is press me. Third argument is commonly used, that is a overlapped window. The next four parameters specifies the window initial position, the size, uh, that is the initial position and the size, XY screen coordinate of the Windows left top left corner, and the Windows width and height in pixels. That is the next three or next four arguments. What are the four arguments? These are the four arguments that is used to display the color, window width, window size, that is how it will be displayed, that is height, width in pixels. The next three arguments, that is 000, specify the handles to the parent window, the menu, and the application instance respectively. That is, one parameter is related to parent window, one is menu, one is application instance. So these three arguments are used, parameters are used for this type or for these. That is the first one, 0 is used for the parent window, menu is used for the 0, application instance is used as the I. The last parameter is the pointer to the Windows creation data. This is the pointer that is used, that is also 0. So these are the various arguments, these are the various parameters that is used along with the create window function. The first one is button that shows what are you creating. Have you created the, or are you going to create the button? Are you going to create the edit? Are you going to create the list box? This is mentioned, that is the first parameter. Then there is a hit me, that is a text that is displayed on the screen, on the box. Then WS overlapped window, that is what is the window screen or how it will display, that is the overlapped window, that is WS underscore overlapped window. Then there are various parameters that is used to display the screen with the help of the height, with the help of the width, that is in pixels, that is 10, 10, 150. Then there is a 0i0, that is 00i, that is also the parameter that is used for the application, that is used for the parent window, and last parameter is known as the pointer, that is also in this example it is 0, that is there is no pointer that is used. We can easily devote a section of this book to create Windows and its parameters. But don't get scared of it. Nobody is supposed to remember all the parameters, their meaning and their order. You can always use MSDN, that is the Microsoft Developer Network, that helps to understand the minute details of each parameter. This is available as a part of VC++ 6.0 product. It is also available on the net at this one. So this is the website. You can refer this website for displaying on the screen. So if I click on this, there is a new window that is available. There is a new tab that is available on the screen. So this is the Microsoft API and their catalogs, how it will be used. Right. So this is the URL that is used. Note that create window merely creates the window in memory. We still have to display on the screen. This can be done using the show window API function. So this window create function is simply used for creating the window, but it is not used for displaying on the screen. But if I have to display on the screen, that can be used by using the show window API function. Create window returns handle of the created window. Our program uses this handle to refer to the window while calling show window function. So this is used for show window function. There are various parameters that is used. One is H, one is N, CMD, show. But this is create window returns handle of the created window. Our program uses this window while you calling the show window function. The second parameter that is passed to show window signifies whether the window would appear minimized, maximized or normal. If the value of this parameter is normal, that is SW show normal, we get a normal size screen or window. If it is SW show minimized, we get a minimized window screen. And if it is SW show minimize, this is not minimize, this is maximize, right? So this is wrong. So if it is show maximize, so this is the maximized window, or we get a maximized window. And if we have passed NCMD show as a second parameter, this variable contains SW show normal by default. So this is whenever we use the NCMD show as a second parameter. So by default it is using the normal size window. That is a by default window. Hence our program display a normal size window. Then the WS overlapped window style is a creation of or collection of the following styles. Now let's see. First of all, this is the show window, this is the H, this is the NCMD show. So whenever we use the NCMD show, so it will display the normal size window, that is using the SW underscore normal show or show normal window. This is the show normal, so this is used whenever we use the NCMD show function. Then next point says the WS overlapped window style is a collection of the following styles. So whenever we use the overlapped window, that is a WS overlapped window, that is a collection of various styles, collection of following styles. Now let's see what are the styles. One is WS overlapped, WS caption, WS sysmenu, WS thick frame, WS minimize box, WS maximize box. So these are the various styles whenever we use the overlapped window, that is a WS overlapped window. As you can make out from these macros, they essentially control the look and feel of the window being created. So as you can make out from these macros, when you are using the macros, they essentially control the look and feel of the window that is being created. All these macros are defined in the window H or windows.h header file. So this is the header file that is used, that is a windows.h. On executing this program, a window and a message box appear on the screen. That is, whenever we execute this program, whenever we execute this window, message box will appear on the screen. That is displayed with the help of the figure 7.2. So this is figure 7.2. Sorry, 17.2. This is not press me, this is hit me, and there is a next, that is a high, that is a message box that is used to display on the screen, that is 0, high, waiting, MB, OK. So this is used. The window and the message box disappears as soon as we click on the OK. So when we click on the OK button, so the window and the message box disappear on the screen or disappears from the screen. This is because on doing so, execution of WinMain comes to an end, and moreover we have made no provision to interact with the window. You can try to remove the call to message box function and see the result. That is, you can delete the message box line and you can see the difference between what is going to display on the screen when we are not using the message box function. You should observe that no sooner does the window appear, it disappears. Therefore, a call to message box function serves the similar purpose a getch does in sequential programming. So message box is used for displaying on the screen. The output is to be displayed on the screen, but if we are not using the message box, the output comes but that does not appear on the screen, right? So it is similar to the getch function that is used, that is how we are using the getch function in the DOS based programming. That is a normal programming, that is a DOS based programming. So this is the program that shows how we are using the Windows programs. Now next is your more windows, that is more concepts about the Windows. Now now or note that we know how to create till now we know how to create a window. Now let us create several windows on the screen. That is let's do the practice on the Windows programming, how to create windows on the screen. Now this is hash includes window.h, there is a int std call win main h instance h instance h instance h previous instance lpstr lpstcmd line int cmd show. So these are the various this is the function, that is a win main function. These are the various argument that is used, right? Then there is a hwnd, then h10, there is a int x. So these are the various variable that is declared. So one variable is hwnd h10, then int x. This is also a variable that is used. So this is also the variable that is used. This is the array variable. Now this is the normal variable, that is a int x. Then uses the for loop, that is for x equals to 0, x is less than equals to 9, x plus plus. So it starts with the 0, it ends with the 9. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it repeated for 10 times, but it starts with 0 ending with the 9. There is a x plus plus. Now it uses the create function as an array, or it stores the output is in an array, that is a h x. So first of all it is at the 0 location, that is at x0. It is create window button, press me. Now this is correct, press me. Then ws overlapped window x into 20, x into 20, 150, 150. These are the various parameter for the window size, how it will appear. Either it will appears or display with the help of the width or height in pixel. Then 00i, then 0. Then uses the show window function for displaying on the screen. So in simple terms, the create window is used only for creating the window, but for displaying on the screen we use another function, that is a show window. Then again uses two parameters, that is a hx and there is a l. So it is repeated for 10 times. First of all it is used for the h0, that is the window is created for at the h0, then h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6, h7, h8 and so on till h10. So it displays till h10. Then show message is used in this. Also the argument that is used is hx and there is a l. So it will display for the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on till 10 or till 9. Then there is a curly braces that is closed. Then uses the message box for displaying on the screen, that is a 0, high, waiting, 0. So these are the various arguments that is used. First of all there is a 0, then there is a high, waiting, 0, then there is a return 0 and there is a curly brace that is closed. So this is how it will used. Now there are various windows that is available. One is the press me, then this is also press me, this is also press me, this is okay. Note that each window created in this program is assigned a different handle. You may experience a bit by changing the name of the window class to edit and see the results. That is, you have to change this one by using the edit. So whenever you use the edit, so this will display the in a different way. So it will give the 9 screens on the as the output, that is from 0 to 9. That is not 9 screens, that is the 10 screens, because it also includes a 0, also includes a 9. So there are total 10 screens on the 10 screens as the output. Next is a real world window. This says, suppose we wish to create a window and draw a few shapes in it. That is, suppose my requirement is that we wish to create a window and draw a few shapes in it. For creating such window, there is no standard window class. That is, whenever we have to create a window and draw a shapes in it, in window we have to draw the shapes, then there is no standard window class that is available. Hence we would we would have to create our own window class, register it with Windows OS, and then create a window on the basis of it. That is, we have to create our own Windows class, register it with the Windows operating system, and then create a window on the basis of it. Instead of straightway jumping to a program that draws shapes in a window, let us first write a program that creates a window using our window class, and let us interact with it. Now here is the program that is used, or that is available in this one. That is how to create the shapes in the windows, how to use the shapes, or how to use the pencil for creating the shapes in the window. Now first of all, the header file is used, that is the hash includes windows.h. Then there is another header file, that is the hash includes helper.h. Then there is a function, that is void on destroy hwnd, and that is on destroy is a function that has a return type void, and that has a argument that has a parameter as a hn or hwnd. Then there is a int static call win main. So this is the main function for the Windows, that is a win main. Then h instance, h instance, h instance, h previous instance, lpstr, lpscmd line, int cmd, or ncmd show. So this is the same function that is used every time, and everyone or every argument had some provision that we have discussed, like previous instance, cmd show, that is ncmd show, that is an integer value. Then lpstr, that is a link pointer that starts with to the 0, or that links to the 0. And then this is the main starting point, entry point. Then declare one variable of msg, that is a message. What is the variable name? That is a m. Now perform application initialization. That is how to perform the application initialization. That is a h or init instance, that is a initialization instance. In this there are various arguments. What are the various arguments that is used? That is h instance, ncmd show, title. So there are various arguments that is used. One is h instance, one is ncmd show, one is title. Now next part is message loop. So the first part is simply your initialization of the instance. There are three arguments in this. One is h instance, one is ncmd show, one is title. Then there is a message loop, that is a message body. In this there are various while loop is used. What is a while loop? That is an entry control loop. Then uses the get message ampersand m000. Then uses the dispatch message function, and uses the reference, uses the argument as a reference, that is a ampersand m. Then there is a return 0, that is return 0. Now curly brace will be closed. So this is the curly brace that is closed over here. So this is message box m, there is a return 0. This is the curly brace that is closed over here. Then L result, callback, wnd proc. These are the various argument that is used. So the next function that is used is L result, then there is a callback, then there is a wnd proc, then there is a hwnd unit, that is uint message, wparam, L param. These are the various argument that is used. And then the function that is used is the switch function, and there is a switch case, not a function. This is the switch case. There is a message that is used in this that as a arguments, that is a switch message. Then case, what is the case? The WM destroy. So this is the case that is used. This is the first case. Whenever it displays the on destroy, this is the on destroy HWND. So this is the on destroy that is used, that is the HWND. Then there is a break statement. So whenever a case that is a WM destroy, there is a function that is called, that is a on destroy HWND. Then there is a break. Otherwise, if the case is not destroy, that is if the case is not WM destroy, then otherwise the default function is return def window probe. So the return the windows at the def windows probe as the HWND message WParam IParam. Then there is a return 0. So this is the switch case, and this is the whole program, whole function that is used, that is a LResult function. So first of all, we have used one function. We have used the header file, two header files. One is window.h, one is helper.h. We can either use the double quotes, we can either use this left angle or right angle bracket. There is no difference in this for declaring the header files. Then there is a function that is declared, that is a void on destroy. Then there is a HWND. Then next part is your function, that is function calling, that is a win main function, that is a Windows main function, that is a H instance, H previous instance, LPSJ CMD line, and CMD show. So these are the various parameters. Then there is a message box declaring the variable of the type message, that is a MSG, and the variable name is M. Then performs the application initialization, and that is first of all there is a init instance, that is a initialization of the instance. There are various parameters, that is a H instance, NCMD line, and the title. Then there is a message loop. Then there is a while function, that is a get message ampersand M000. Then there is a dispatch function ampersand M. Then there is a return 0. So this is the function that is used. Then the next function that is used is the LResult callback WND Pro. This is the next function for displaying the result. There are various keywords that is used, that is LResult callback WND probe. There are various arguments, there are various parameters that is used. One is HWND, UINT, and that is a uint message, WParam, LParam. Now then there is a switch statement that is used, that is a switch message. First case is WM destroy. Then on destroy function is used, that is calling the function. If it is destroy, that is a WM destroy, then call the function of the on destroy HWND. Then there is a break statement. Otherwise, if it is not available, then uses the default statement, that is return the def windows proc. There are various argument that is used, that is a HWND message WParam IParam. Then there is a return 0. Now whenever this is the case that this function will call, so this is the definition of this function, that is a void on destroy HNWD. This is the function, or this is the function definition, that is how the function is appears or looks like, that is the void on destroy. This is the function definition. Then there are various arguments, or there is one argument only, that is the HWND. Now there is a curly brace that is used, that is the post quit message 0, that is declare the function, uses the function, that is a post quit message, and the return type is 0. Now this is the definition of this function. So on execution of this program, the window shown in figure 17.4 appears on the screen. That is, whenever we use this function, whenever we use this program, then the window is displayed on the screen, or window appears on the screen that looks like the 17.4. That is, there is only one title, there is a blank window, that is minimize, maximize, close button, that is the close button. On we can use minimize and maximize button on it, or we can use a maximize and minimize button on it, its title bar, to maximize and minimize the window. We can stretch its size by dragging the boundaries. So these are the various provisions. We can either maximize the function, minimize the function, we can either drag its boundary. Finally, we can close the window by clicking on the close button. That is, we can also close the window by clicking on the close button, window button in the title bar. So this is the title bar that is used. One is minimize, one is maximize, one is close. Let us now try to understand this program step by step. So let us now try to understand this program, how this program looks like. So first one is creation and displaying of the window. So this is the first part, that is creating and displaying a window on the screen is a four-step process. That is a four-step process whenever we want to create a windows. Where is the fourth step? Yeah, this contains a four-step, or this is the four-step process. What are the steps? These steps are, first of all, creation of a window class. So that is, first of all, window class, or the window class will be created. That is the creation of the window class. Then next part is your registering the window class with the operating system. That is how to register the window class with the operating system. That is registering the window class with the operating system. Then creation of a window based on the register class. That is how to create the window that is based on the register class. Then displaying the window on the screen. So these are the various steps. The first step says creation of a window class. That is how to create the window class, or creation of a window class. Then register the window class with the operating system. That is register the window class with the operating system, that is a OS. Then creation of a window, that is creating the window that is based on the register class. So first of all, create the window class, then register with the OS, then creation of the window based on the register class, then displaying the window on the screen. That is display the window on the screen, how it looks like. So this says creation of a window class involve setting up of elements of a structure that is known as W&D class X. So this is used, or that is window class is used, that is setting up the element structure. What is the name of the Windows class? That is a W&D class EX. So this is the window element, this is a window class that is used. This structure contains several elements. They govern the properties of the window. That is this is the last one, that is a W&D class X contains various structures, various elements that contains or that uses the properties of the window. Registration of a window class, creation of a window, displaying of a window involve calling of API functions. So whenever we have to register a class, that is whenever we have to declare the class, window class, creation of a window, displaying of a window, that involves various API functions, or that contains multiple API functions. One is register class X, one is create window, one is show window, respectively. So these are the various API functions that is used whenever we create the window, whenever we display the window or displays the window. So what are the API, or what are the functions that is used? One is register class X, create window, show window, respectively. Since all the four steps mentioned above would be required in almost every program in chapter number 1, I have written in this code in a user-defined function known as the init instance within the file helper.h. So this is the library file, this is the header file that is used, that is the helper.h, that contains these functions, that is register class X, create window, show window function. Therefore, although writing code in a header file goes against the convention, that is whenever we use the whenever we write the code in this header file that goes against the convention, I have still done so to achieve simplicity. The complete listing of helper.h file is available in the appendix, that is at the end of the book. Alternatively, you can download it from the following link. So this is a link in which you can get the every function that is available in the helper.h. As expected, WinMain starts off by calling the function that is the init instant. That is, whenever we use the main function, it starts with the function. It starts by calling the function that is the init instant function that is also available in the helper.h file. This file has been included at the beginning of the program. Remember to copy this file to your project directory, the directory in which you are going to create this program. So once the window has been created and displayed, let us see how we can interact with it. So let us see how we can interact with the windows. So this is the step how we are going to create the windows, or how the window will be created on the screen. So this is the main program. These are the main 4 steps that is used. So first of all, creating the window class, then register the windows with the operating system, then creation of the window based on the register class, then displaying the window on the screen. So these are the various these are the 4-step process that is used for creation and the displaying on the window. So first of all, window class will be maintained, then register, then creation of the window based on the register class, then displaying the window on the screen. So this is how it will be used, that is creation and displaying of the windows. And the window class that is used is the WND class X, that contains several elements, that is register class X, create window, show window respectively. That is also stored in the user defined function, that is the helper.h. Therefore, writing code in a header file goes against the convention I have still done to achieve the simplicity. That is, this is the header file that is used to used for getting the library function, that is the helper.h. So this is the function that is used. This is the link that is used. Now let's see what is the link. So when we click on this URL, this will display like this one. So this will display an error first of all. So let's see. So this is the header file that contains various functions, like right. So next part is interaction with the window. That is how to interact with the window. That is the interaction with the window. Now let's take a break first of all, then start with this topic, interaction with the window, or with the practical approach. That is the main thing. So let's take a break first of all, then start with the next, either practical approach, either theoretical, that is the interaction with the windows. First of all, my target is to achieve, or my target is to do the practical approach. So let's take a break. Now let's continue with the session. Now let's continue with the practical approach. So let's start with the practical part. So today I'm going to continue with the practical approach on the topic, that is a while loop. So in simple terms, what is while loop? So whenever we have to perform one operation multiple times, that can be done by the while loop. So let's start with the simple basic program of the while loop, that what is the usage of while loop and how we are using the while loop. So first of all, there is a header file, that is a hash include stdi.h, then there is a hash include conio.h, then there is a void main, then there is a curly braces. Now there is a int, declare one variable, that is int x equals to 1, then clear the screen, then simply uses the while loop, that is while x is less than equals to 10, that is x is less than equals to 10, that is start with when 1 and end with the 10. So if it end with the n, so I have to give the mm, less than 10, or if I give the equals to, so it will display the 1 2 3 4, that is 11 times, so it will uses the less than 10 only. Then this is the definition of the while loop, then uses the simple printf statement for displaying on the screen, that is the /n, that is anything, that is learning C. So whenever we write learning C, it will display 10 times with the help of the while loop. Then uses the get ch over here, then this is a closing. Now if I compile this code, there is a success, there is no error. If I execute this code, this will display the 10 times. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. No, this is not 10 times, this is multiple times. Now let's see what is the error over here. This is the infinite loop. Now let's see. This is hanging up because I have used Alt Escape key over here. This is infinite loop. Yeah, this is the main thing, that is whenever we use the infinite loop, this looks like this one. Now there is no key for this one. That is hanging up. Now it's okay. I close this program. This is known as the infinite loop. Why? Because that loop will process and there is no control with me. That is how to use this one. Now let's see. Again I have to write that code, but this time this is not infinite. This is hash include stdi.h, then hash include conio.h, then there is a void main, then there is a curly braces, then there is a int, that is x equals to 1, then uses the clear screen, then uses the while loop, that is x is less than 10. Now I have to use the printf, that is printf now this is the way how we can use the x plus plus, that is every time it will be incremented. We have not used this in the last program, that's why it is going in the continuous session, it is going in the infinite loop. Now this is done. If I compile this code, there is a success. If I execute this code, so this will print the 10 times. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Not 10 times, this is 9 times. It starts with the 1, it ends with the 10. If I write this one, now if I compile this code, this will print 10 times. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. This is the usage of the while loop, that how we are using the while loop. So this is the test condition. What is the test condition? This is the text condition. And what is the body of the loop? This is the body of the loop. So this is the while loop, this is the test condition, this is the body of the loop, this is the increment or decrement. That is, either we can increment, either we can decrement. Now suppose I have to decrement, that is here I have used x equals to 10. This will print 5 times. So I have used x is greater than equals to 5. That is, I have replaced this sign. That is, it start with the 1, it go till 5. That is, it print 5 times, but instead of plus plus I have used minus minus. If I execute this one, this will print 6 times. Why 6 times? Because 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, including 5. That's why 6 times. If I exclude this one and if I run this one, this will execute 5 times. This is the usage of the plus plus and the minus minus. That is, in case of plus plus, whenever we give the we are starting with the initial value, it is going to execute, it is going to continue with the plus plus, that is incremented every time. Whenever we give the big value, largest value, and we have to decrement, we have to come to the decrement value, that is 5, that is done by the minus minus. So one is plus plus, one is minus minus. Plus plus is used as also known as the increment, and the minus minus is known as the decrement operator. So this is the way how it will be used. So this is 10, clear screen, 5, printf, learning C. In the same way, if I done this one, and if I change the symbol, this will execute 6 times. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not 6 times, that is a 5 times, because it starts with the 5. And here I have to use plus plus. If I compile this code, this will execute 5 times. Now if it is not here, now if I compile this code, it will print only 4 times. So this is the usage of equals to, less than, greater than, x plus plus, x minus minus. So this is the usage of the while loop. I think this program is clear to all of you. Yes. Yes. No, no, no. Yeah, that is a different loop. The syntax is different. In that, there is a mandatory condition that we have to initialize, we have to give the condition in only one line. But in while loop, we have to give this statement x plus plus after the body of the loop, after each and every statement of the loop. So this is the syntax that is predefined. Clear? Okay. Now, if uh, I'm not using curly braces. Now let's see. This is an infinite loop. That is that there is an infinite loop. Again, that process will not work. There is no control. What I'm doing, I don't know. So if I use this one, so this is the loop how it will be used. That program has gone, but I have saved that program luckily. If I open that program, that is a while loop. This is the while loop. So this is the way, this is mandatory, that is curly braces is mandatory, this is mandatory, this is mandatory. and every loop have a different syntax. That is, first of all, in for loop there is, in the same line everything is gone, that is initialization, condition, increment or decrement. But in while loop it comes in different lines, that is a body of the loop, increment, decrement. So this is the in different lines, that is a while loop, that is a body of the loop, this is the printf statement, right? Now let's see with the while loop only, but let's see the program of the factorial. As I told you, if I want to calculate the factorial 4, that is a 4 factorial, that means 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. If I have to calculate the factorial 6, that is 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So that factorial is represented by the C program with the help of the while loop only. So my program is that write a program to calculate factorial of a given number. So let's see. So here I have to write first of all with the help of the command, that is write a program to find out the given number. Now I have started with the program with the use of the while loop. First of all, the header files will be used, that is stdio.h, then hash include conio.h, then there is a void main, then there is a curly braces. Now I'm using two variables, that is a and then fact equals to 1, that is factorial equals to 1. Yes, yes, yeah. When this is just a initialization value, that is I have to initialize with the 1. But if you are not initialized, that is if you have declared 1 a simple, that means there is no value. You can either put 0, 1, 2, anything in this variable. But if you define this one, that means it starts always with the 1, that is you have defined by your own. But this is as per the C program, this takes any value, but this starts with only 1, that is it has a value 1. This is the main difference between when we initialize the value and when we are not initialize the value. But it's a mandatory condition for the lengthy programs that we have to initialize the value in the beginning. Why? Because when we have not initialized the value, it takes the garbage value. Garbage value means any value from the system. But so it's better, it's advisable to define the variables, to initialize the value to the variables, right? So let's continue. Then uses the printf, that is asking from the user. My question is to you, Olasam. Can you tell me what is the difference between user-defined programs and predefined programs? Yeah, sure. Okay, good. 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 So this is a user-defined program. That is, we have to take the value from the user, right? Then uses the while loop. Here while loop comes. Now, what is the condition? This is the condition. This will execute till a becomes, or till a is 1. Why? Because whenever we have to calculate the factorial, that goes to till 1, not till 0. Like for example, if I have to calculate the 5 factorial, that is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, not 0. So this is the condition that it goes till 1, not with the or not till 0. So this is while a is greater than 1, then uses this one, then printf, that is percentage %d, then uses a, that is simply prints the a value, then uses fact equals to fact into a, that is every time it will be incremented by 1 into a, that is the value that is given by the user, right? Now a minus minus, why every time it will be decremented, because if user gives 5, that means 5 4 3 2 1. Now this is the body of the while loop. Now I have to print the value that will be used by using the printf, that is printf fact or equals to this is in percentage %d, that is fact, right? I have to use the printf, that is again uses the printf, again uses the code, that is factorial of a given number is fact, then closes this loop. Now if I compile this loop, there is a success. If I yes, here just a minute, I execute this code, enter the number. Suppose your user has given the number 5. So why this not show the output? Because getch is not used. Now enter the number, that is a 5, that is 5431 equals to 120. So that will display the that is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 is 120. Now more precisely, if I use star over here, now if I execute this code, if I give the number as a 5, so this is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 into equals to 120. And at the last line it is says factorial of a given number is 120. Now I explain this program to you, that is a dry run of a program. So first of all, header files are used, that is stdi.h and the conio.h. There is a void main, that is a main gate, that is a main function. Then uses two variables, one is a, one is fact. A is entered by the user, that is a user defined, but we have defined the value of the factorial, that is fact equals to 1. Then uses the clear screen for clearing the screen. Then uses the printf, that is a printf statement for printing purpose, that is enter the number, that is it asks from the user, that is enter the number. Then there is a scanf, that is percentage %d, then there is a %a. So this is the %a means this is getting the value from the user and store in the memory, that is a scanf %d %a. While a is greater than equals to 1, that is this is the loop, that is while a is greater than equals to 1, that is this will execute till the value of the a is greater than equals to 1. Then there is a printf, so this will continue till the value becomes 1, equals to the 1 or greater than 1. Now suppose user have entered the value 5, so check the condition, 5 is greater than equals to 1, 5 is more than the 1, So this condition is true. Go to the inner part, that is the body of the loop, that is a printf percentage d star, that is it will print as it is, that is a 5 into the output or the value of a is now 5, right? Now uses this one, the fact has a value 1, the a has a value 5 right now, so this is 1 into 5, that is a 5. So now the fact has a value 5. Now a minus minus, that a becomes 4. Again go to this one, again go to this one, again check the condition, that is 4 is more than the 1, that is greater than equals to 1, condition is true. Again print d into, that is into 4 into, right? The 4 will be printed. Now uses the fact equals to fact into 1. Now fact has a value 5, a has a value 4. Why fact has a value 5? Because in the earlier loop, in the earlier revision, in the earlier part, we have defined or we have calculated the fact value as a 5. Now this fact has a value 5, this fact a has a value 4. So 5 into 4, that is a 20, right? Now this is a minus minus. Again a becomes 3. Again go to this part. This is 3 is more than 1. Condition is true. So this will print it 3 into. Now this is the fact value has a 20 and a has a now 3 value. So 20 into 3, 60. So fact has a value right now 60. Now again a minus minus, a becomes 2. So this is 2 is greater than equals to 1. That is 2 is more than 1. Then this will be printed, that is 2 into. Then uses this one, that is fact into a. The fact has a value 60. Why? Because 20 into 3, I think, yeah, that becomes 60. So this is the 60. So this is 60 into 2, that is your 120, right? This fact has a value 120 in the second last iteration. So this is 120. Again go to this one, the a minus minus, a becomes 1. Again go to this one, that is 1 is less than or 1 is greater than equals to 1. This is equals to, condition is true. Again go to this one, that is 1 into. This fact has a value 120, this a has a value 1. So 120 into 1, 120. Now this fact has a value 120. Now go to this one, a becomes 0. Go to this one, go to this one. 0 is greater than equals to 1. Condition is false. Why? Because 0 is less than 1, not greater than equals to 1. So does not go to this one. So this loop will terminate and fact has a value right now 120. So this will be printed in this form, that is a 120. So this factorial has a value 120. If I am not using this one, this is, if you think this is complicated, if you think this is also complicated, you cannot use. Now let's see what is the difference. Enter the number. The factorial of a number is 120. In simple terms, you do not have to use this one. This is some complicated program became complicated. If I entered 4, this is 24. That is 4 into 3, 12. 12 into 2, 24. 24 into 1 is 24. So this is the factorial program. Any doubt, anyone in this program? That is how to calculate the factorial of a given number. Anyone? Clear? Oh, okay. Now let's see how it will be executed or how we can calculate the factorial in another way. That is the next type of this program. Similar way of the factorial. First of all, I have to save this program. Now again I have to use this program for a factorial. Here I have to use new variable. That is the next type, that is the next part. First of all, I have to save it by another name, that is factorial 1 dot cpp. fact.cpp. Now I have to make the changes. In this there is a instead of fact I am using yeah, this is okay. This has gone. Suppose I have to declare the values, that is a fact equals to 1, then b equals to 1, right? Now the same, this is the same, this is also not same, this is different. Now I have declared one b also. So check the condition, like b is greater than equals to a, right? Now this is not printed, this is print fact equals to fact into b, that is we are not using the a, we are using the b over here. Now there is a b plus plus, not decrement, there is a b plus plus, right? Then this closing. Now factorial of this one is fact, and given a number as a b minus 1, suppose I have used b minus 1 over here, right? If I execute this code, enter the number, that is the factorial of a number is 4. That is not correct. Why? Because the factorial of a given number is that one. If I not using this one, and if I this one, yeah, this is correct, that is 24. So this is the next type, or this is the next part, or this is the next method of calculating the factorial, of finding out the factorial of a given number. Now let us see the concept, how it will be using. The same header files will be used. There is a void main, that is a, that is a fact equals to 1, b equals to 1. So these are the various variables that is declared. One is a, one is fact, that is factorial equals to 1, one is b equals to 1. Then there is a clear screen, that is for clearing the screen. Then there is a printf statement for asking or for getting the input from the user, that is enter the number, then uses the scanf %d and %a. So this is the %a that is entered by the user, that is stored in the memory. Then while b is greater than equals to 1, that while b is greater than equals to 1, then uses fact equals to fact into b. That is using the variable, that is fact equals to fact into b. Now let's see, suppose users have entered the value as a 4. This time this is 4. Check the condition. 1 is less than equals to 4. This is the reverse, that is in first one program we have used different sign, that is greater than, this is less than. The 1 is less than equals to 4, condition is true, 1 is smaller than the 4. Then go to this one. Now fact has a value 1, that is 1 into b, that is a 1. So 1 into 1 is 1. Now fact has a value 1. This will increment. The b becomes 2. Now again check the condition. 2 is less than equals to 4. Condition is true. Again go to this one. Fact has a value 1. But now b has a value 2. So 2 into 1 is 2. Again go to this one. That is b plus plus. Now b becomes 3. Right. Again go to this one. 3 is more than 3 is less than equals to 4. Condition is true. This has a value 2. Then 2 into 3. That is your 6. Right. So this fact has a value right now 6. Again go to this one. Now b becomes 4. Check the condition. 4 is less than equals to 4. it is equals to, so condition is true. Go to the next part. This is fact into 4. This becomes, or uh, this is 8, I think, not 6. Yeah, this is 6. So 6 into 4, that is 24. So now fact has a value 24. Then go to this one, b plus plus. Now b becomes 5. Check the condition. Condition is not true. 5 is not less than 4 equals to 4, but 5 is more than 4. So this loop will terminate. That will not execute. Now fact has a value 24. So this will display by using the this line, that is using the printf. That is a fact. So this is the another way for finding the factorial. Now if I execute this code and if I've given the 8, the factorial is minus 25216. This is not correct input. And if I use 4, that is 24. And if I compile this code, I have given the number 7. This is also true, 5040. But if I use 8, that is minus. Why it is minus? If I give 9, this is also negative value. Means it is true till 7, not more than 7. Why? What is the reason? Now this is also true. That is 10 factorial is 24320. I don't know what is the problem with 8 and 9. And this is 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Now if I compile and if I give 12, this is minus 1024. And if I compile, if I give 2, this is correct. Now you understand the program? Any doubt, anyone? Any doubt, anyone in this program? Yeah. That's that's also I am speaking. But it executes for the 10. It is true. For 1 it is true. For 2 it is true. But I don't know why it is. Now let's again. If I give the number 8, this is minus 25216. And if I give the number 6, this is true. This is correct means. And if I give the number 9, that also gives a negative value. Factorial, enter the number 4 5. This is b plus plus, that is next one. Then this one a for clearing the screen. Then while b is greater than true, b plus plus. This one, no, I've used the integer, that's why I've used percentage d. If I use percentage I, this ampersand, no, this is user defined. I have to take the value from the user, so this is a only. Now if I compile this code and if I give this one, again this is minus value. I have to see this code and I will explain you in the next class why it is minus values. So give me a time and I will explain in the next class. Why this is factorial. And if I execute using this one, simple while loop factorial, then what is now if I use last one program, last one method, and if I give 8, that has a value again, this one a, that is 8 into 7 into 6, 56, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it will not use for the 8 and the 9, but if I give the value as a 10, it will execute, that is 24320. And if I give the value as a 12, it will not give the value. And if I give the value as a 11, it gives the correct output, that is the 5376. So this means it will not execute for some values, that is 8, 5, right? What is the problem over here? It is incorrect. Okay. Yes, just a minute. If I compile this code, now I have to give the value. This becomes 53. This is correct value. This is also not correct, 5376. This is 110. 110 into this one. I think this is correct. Let's see. Let's calculate. 112 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. This is not correct. Not correct? Okay. And if I give the 8 value over here, that also gives the minus 216, right? So I think there is a loophole in this program. So I will explain in the next class, no issues. All right? Okay, so thanks a lot everyone. So let's stop this class over here only. Yes. Yeah, I got the slides. So I will send you the slides in the next class, that is in the tomorrow's class. So thanks a lot everyone. Bye bye. My question is my answer to the Larry question. One minute. This says, what is the meaning of WAP? That is, WAP means write a program, nothing else. So thanks a lot. Bye bye everyone.